welcome or welcome back to the CNC Advantage. I am Christy, and unfortunately Cooper is still sleeping. He needed his beauty rest, right? So today we are doing our reading for Virgo for the entire month of July, and we're going to be doing the Celtic Cross. So let's get to it, shall we? Your current energy came out with 3 cards to start with. We have the Page of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Swords upright, and the 10 of Wands upright. So, you're struggling with messages of passion or creativity. You feel like they're not what they appear with the 2 of Wands, or 2 of Swords, excuse me. And you don't exactly even want to give it a try at this point. So you're kind of afraid, or maybe you don't have time to start something new. But Spirit is saying that you're putting more weight on this than is needed with the 10 of Wands. You're making it out to be a burden when it's actually a blessing. I mean, because look at this person in the upright, you know, to spend time in your creativity, you feel like it's going to detract from your life when it's actually going to add. So you're like, why would I take all this time, and when I'm investing it in my job and my finances, you know, and take away from that so I can go play? It makes no sense to me. I'm making good money. I'm getting where I want to go. Why, you know, and Spirit is asking you not to treat it quite like a burden, right? To treat it like a blessing or a gift that He's given you, that He wants to see you nurture it. So what you might find challenging at this time is the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the Magician, and the Hierophant. You're working towards your victory, your success at work, right? You feel like you're reaching new heights there, and you want to just keep putting everything you've got into that. But you also have the 10 of Swords here, so if you keep pushing yourself so hard, you might end up with more enemies than you will allies. So how long is your great newfound success going to last if your team hates you? Is kind of what I'm hearing. You also have the Magician and the Hierophant upright for things that you may find challenging. So these co-workers or whatever it is, you know, this organization that you're helping, they might start to come at you from angles that you've never seen before. They could be doing spell work. They could be doing gossip. They could be doing rumors. They could do anything that they could do to tarnish your reputation in front of the boss, the big man, right? So if they can taint the way that they see you, then they can take away your success and this and that. But if you're a well-rounded person, they're not going to be able to take those things from you, because you're going to be elevated and vibrating so high that they can do magic till they're blue in the face. But if you elevate or vibrate higher than them, they can't touch you. And a great way to vibrate higher is to embrace your passion and your creativity. Okay? What you could focus on at this time is the Hermit card, the Hermit energy. So Spirit is asking you to take more time and put it into you. That's through meditation, that's through yoga, through Reiki, reading up on spirituality, even maybe just listening to frequencies. You can do that on your way to work. You can do that while you're at work. Just wear your earbuds and just put it on low enough, and your ears will absorb those vibrations, and over time your overall body will raise itself to match those vibrations. You could carry crystals in your pocket. You could possibly even donate some of your time to like a church, a homeless shelter, something like that. You know, something where you feel like you're giving back, and connecting with other people on those kind of levels will raise your vibration. So looking within and working on raising your vibration is something you definitely need to focus on during July. Okay? The energy that you're leaving or coming out of right now, or your past energy, I should say, is the King of Swords. You're in your masculine energy. You are not to be fucked with, is what I hear, right? And you're focused, you're driven, you're wise, you're diversified, you're, you know, kind of a cool cat, if you will, right? I mean, people look at you and they're like, damn, he's got his shit together, you know? And, you know, that's going to breed fans and that's going to breed haters, you know? So you just got to be careful of both, right? So what you could, what your strengths are that you can lean on in July would be the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands upright, and the Ace of Swords upright. So letting go of your need of materialistic things and focusing more on your spirituality will become a strength for you. So even if it wasn't a strength in the past, it will be now. And it's going to help you deal with all this conflict that's going to be coming your way, right? I mean, you're struggling to reach new heights and you've got a lot of people competing with you. Maybe you're up for a promotion of some sort. And when your life is out of balance, it can be difficult to take on these competitive energies and to accidentally absorb them, to let them bog you down, distract you, kind of thing. So awareness of who your competitors are. You know, who's clapping when you succeed. Pay attention to that. You'll notice. Who gives a funky little smirk when you make a tiny little mistake. Pay attention to that shit, right? They are letting you know who's who. Who's foe, who's ally, you know? And then you also have the Eight of Swords for your strengths. So you have the ability to see through people and to see their truth. You know, whether it's through their mannerisms, through their behavior, through gestures that they make, you know, laughing at you and this and that. You can see the truth of people and you can speak right to it. Don't shy away from it, right? If you have something to say, say it. I mean, don't say it with a harsh tongue. You can be blunt without being harsh, you know? So, I mean, think about it and then just don't back down from the truth, okay? The energy that you're coming into in July is the Star on the Fence. So depending on whether you take this spirituality balancing act with work and all that seriously, depends on which way this card's going to turn yet. So you have free will, and Spirit is still waiting to see which way you go with it. So, you know, Spirit is always hoping for your highest good, which would have the Star upright. So if you're getting more balance between your masculine and your feminine side, when you're embracing what you are and your self-love, you know, then this card's going to turn upright. So when you become the Star, it's almost like becoming famous, right? Famous at work, famous overall, you know, kind of thing. It could be for the whole world or just at your work. But people are going to respect you for the things that you do, and then all the light that you bring to every room when you walk in. And, you know, everyone's going to want to be a part of that. Everyone's going to be very appeasing when they see you like that. And you see here that, you know, you're pulling off miraculous things right now. You see this lady, she's lassoing the sun. I mean, so yeah, it's stuff that people around you couldn't even fathom that you could do, right? All right, advice from Spirit is the Two of Pentacles upright, the Hanged Man upright, and the Two of Wands upright. And then you have the the Lovers card on the fence. Now, the first thing I look at when I see this is 2, 1, 2, and 2. So the Hanged Man is 12 in the major arcana. So you have 2, 1, 2, 2. So maybe twos are something significant for you. Maybe you're going to be seeing 2, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 2 quite a bit. Or even just 2, 2, 2. You never know. But twos are going to be coming up for you just at random. Those are signs. So look up what the number is that you see. So if it's 1, 2, 2, put in angel number right behind it. 1, 2, 2 angel number, and look those up. See what they mean. If it's 2, 1, 2 angel number, look that one up. So whatever you were thinking at the moment that you saw the number is what it pertains to. So it may not be your entire life thing, but it's what it's going to pertain to in July. Okay? And the Two of Pentacles is all about finding balance. So Spirit's advice to you is to find better balance between work and your spirituality. This is going to give you a whole new perspective, not only on your job, but your entire life, you know, and how you want to live it and how you're going to carry on forward from this point on. And the Two of Wands shows that you're considering moving. So maybe there's a promotion within the company, but it's not local. You would have to move for it. So Spirit is asking you to keep an open mind on that. Now you also have the Lovers card on the fence. This is generally represents a soulmate connection, but it's on the fence. So I'm assuming that you're kind of against it right now. Maybe you enjoy being your King of Swords, and you can tell that the King of Swords, he might be surrounded by animals, but there are no other people in this card. So you've gotten used to being on your own and your independence, and you like this. You do. You like it. But you have an opportunity, with this being on the fence, of a true soulmate coming in for you. Okay? So just to keep your eyes open for that. The next thing we have is what to expect in your environment for July. And on this one, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So your environment might look like you had a lot of options before, but you feel like not so much now. And maybe you had a skewed perspective on things, but now with it in reverse, you're starting to see the clarity of everything, you know. So this wasn't quite what I saw before, because I've been growing, learning, evolving, and changing. And now I see how they were trying to manipulate me in order to get their way, trying to get me to do their work, trying to get me to pick up their slack, take accountability for something that wasn't your fault, you know, and things of that sort. So that's something that you need to be aware of. Now, this next one is your hopes and fears, and you got quite a few of them, so we're just going to work through these, okay? You have the Tower in reverse. You have the Empress upright. You have the Three of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess upright, and Justice in reverse. you're fearful that something's going to end and have a terrible ending too. Abrupt, violent end. Or maybe you're hoping something will end. Take it as it resonates, right? It's just something I heard there last second. With the Empress card, you're hoping to give birth to something new, innovative. You want to be the breaker of chains is what I hear on this one. You want to be the inventor, not just the person who oversees everything. You want to actually be the person who creates something new under the sun. You embody all 4 queens. And you're hoping possibly to get pregnant. You know, so whether you're male or female, you're hoping to start a family soon. Hopes and fears still. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. You're afraid that your ships aren't going to come in. You've been laying all the groundwork. You've been working really hard. You've been doing everything you can to keep your head on straight, to make ends meet at home, you know, financially and everything. But it feels like you're working and working and working and working, and you're never getting that one promotion. You're always being overlooked. You're not getting what you need back out of the job, you know. So if you feel like you're paying your job more respect than you're receiving, then eventually you're going to become bitter and resentful about it. You also have the High Priestess upright. Are you fearing your intuition and just not trusting it? Because I hear that they're speaking to you. Spirit is speaking to you through your intuition, your astral dreams, your subconscious mind. Are you taking the time at night to be like, I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm just going to let this hit. Oh, I almost fell asleep. Sorry about that. I've been up all night. I'm so sorry. And it's almost 7 a.m. right now. So we're getting there. Trust your gut. Go with your intuition. Work on your manifestations, your desires, and then tune out and just do your best to align with these things. Okay? And then you also have Justice in reverse. So you're afraid that you have some bad karma coming your way. That there might have been a lack of balance between you and someone else at work as far as the responsibilities. Who's actually been doing the work? Who's been putting in the extra time, the extra hours? You know, you're feeling that this might not be a justified justice, alright? And then for your final outcome, we have Temperance in reverse. Here you have an angel on the card. So Spirit is saying that if you can connect to your spirit team in the 5D, that'll help a lot. They're kind of like wrestlers in the fact that they can't come into your life until you ask them for help. So, you know, so like in wrestling, tag me in, you know, this is Spirit reaching out to you saying, tag me in, I got you, all right? Or your spirit team even. So they don't want to see you struggle anymore, and they just want to help you find balance. And they do mean to help you with your highest good. Okay? Well, that wasn't a terrible reading, right? Okay. Well, if you like this video, please like, share, comment. I do try to go through all the comments and reply to them as I can and help you however I can, right? If you would like a notification for one of my readings, please hit that subscribe button and you will be notified for every single one. Alright. Well, I guess until next time, you guys. In love and light.